the sweet life, rolling in sunshine, rocking the good time with all our friends. Easy and carefree, out in the summer breeze, loving a simple things for hours on end. Right about sundown, we lay on the ground, count on the stars as they come out one at a time. Ain't this a sweet life?
Hey everybody, I'm X Factor winner Tate Stevens, and welcome to the Sweet Life Podcast, where we talk about everything from music, sports, food, entertainment, and, well, just living the sweet life. All right, everybody. Hey, it's me, Tate Stevens, and as always, along with me is AJ Kronk.
Yeah.
Almost jumped the gun. He was getting thirsty. Couldn't wait to pop the top on that thing. So, it's been a month of Sundays since we've done a podcast. Almost a full month, actually.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
We're at episode 55.
We're episode 55. Man, I can't believe it. 55 episodes.
Halfway to 100.
Halfway to 100. Over halfway to 100. So, anyway, today, man, we're just catching up. This is what it's about. It's about catching up and talking about what's happening in the last month.
I ought to call this one, Where the Hell Have You Been?
Where have you been? Well, anyway, so it has been about a month, with Thanksgiving, and we got through that. Then here comes Christmas.
Yeah.
And everybody's kind of, I don't know. I think Christmas starts for me the day after Thanksgiving for whatever reason.
Same here.
I mean, it's like you got to go and do this. You have this. You're doing this, and it's okay. I mean, it's just busy. December's a busy month for most people. I think for most people, kids are getting out of school. Parents are staying home from work with the kids, and trying to set all that up. But I'm done with all that. My kids are grown and out of the house, so I don't have to worry about that. But and then we had you and I flew to Florida.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I have a terrible cold, but you and I flew to Florida second week of December.
Yeah, the 12th and 13th.
Yeah, 12th and 13th. Yes. We flew down to West Palm Beach.
Got to fly Business Select.
Business Select. Only the best. So anyway, we go down there for Helping a Hero event. Did an acoustic thing. And it was a lot of fun. But so we'll talk a little bit about that. Yeah. So, man, like I said, we're just catching up. So, starting off, like I said, my Christmas, I'm Christmased out.
Yeah.
I am Christmased out.
Well, to back all the way up, what did you do for Thanksgiving?
Okay, Thanksgiving.
How was that?
Thanksgiving was good.
We didn't write our Thanksgiving song.
We didn't. And
maybe we should have wrote it on the plane.
We should have. We had time.
Yeah.
We only had 7 hours in Atlanta. Oh, that was brutal. On the way home.
Oh, on the way home. Yeah.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And anyway, we need to do something. We need to figure that out.
Well, ATL, they got a friendly little massage place in there.
Oh, is that where you
No.
did? Oh. I thought that's what happened to you.
No, I walked by there with my luggage. I was like, there's no way.
Well, so for us, we do 2 Thanksgivings. We do one with my wife's side of the family, and then we do one with my side of the family.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy, pretty laid back. I just ate so much food because it's all really good. But like I said, like the day after Thanksgiving is kind of when my Christmas kind of starts, because that's when my wife is busy. I mean, she shops all year. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's already started shopping for next Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like see this little deal, she'll go buy it. She'll go buy it, and it could be just for stocking stuff or whatever. She does all, she picks and all through the year. And I don't. I just run out at the last minute, and I just try to get whatever I think I want to get. And
Visa gift cards all around.
But I don't like gift cards. I don't like giving people gift cards because there's really no thought into it. And to me, I like watching somebody open something, even if they don't like it. Even if it's something like a shirt, like, I don't know if you've seen that.
I don't care if they hate it.
Yeah, no, there's a kid on social media. He's probably 9 years old.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there and they're in a row, and he keeps opening gifts, and it's like another shirt and sweatpants. And he was like, why do I always get clothes? He's crying. But anyway, so I like watching people open what I give them and stuff like that. So I like to give gifts, and they can take it back. I always give them the receipt. Hey, if it doesn't fit or you don't like it or whatever, take it back.
See, I'm the most opposite of that.
You're just like, how much money do you need? What do you want?
$100 gift card for you.
Yeah,
$100.
yeah.
No, it's just I'm weird about like opening presents in front of people, and like to me, it's just like, man, there's a lot of pressure, especially when, like, everybody's watching you open a present.
Right.
Oh,
You hate
dude,
it.
it's the worst.
Right.
I'd rather like call in sick or something than have to,
Well,
it's so awkward.
is that how you guys do it? Do you guys do like when you're with your family?
Usually, but this year everybody was just like stack up the gifts, everybody just
get
dig it, and I was like, okay, this takes the edge off a little bit.
We kind of go around one by one. Everybody gets all their gifts, and then we go, and I don't know, do you guys do the pickle thing have you guys ever done the pickle? It's some old tradition. Like, I don't know where it came from. And my wife found it years ago. And it's a little pickle, looks like a little pickle you put on your tree and you hide it. Then whoever finds the pickle gets to open their gift first. So, something for
weird.
The kids. I know it's weird, but we've done it forever and ever. Anyway, and I thought, I'm like, I don't understand this, the whole pickle thing. But there's thousands and thousands of people that do the pickle thing. Whatever, I don't know. So anyway, we do that, but and we go around. Everybody gets their gifts, and we go around one by one. You open it, you open it, you open it, and that way everybody can see what you got or what. I don't know, but so Christmas, like, kind of backing up, first day of December, I'm hunting tons at that point, right? Because the rut has just that first phase of the rut's kind of over for deer hunting. And then, so they're coming back in. You'll see a lot of bucks chasing does, checking does. You got a lot of deer out checking does. So we'll be in the woods a lot that first couple weeks of December too. But then we flew to Florida to do the helping a hero thing. So, and we'll get into that here in a minute too. But so shopping and hunting, my first couple weeks of December is pretty stacked. And Ashley's always like, you want to go with me? I'm going to go. I got a few more things I need to get the kids, or I want to look at this or look at that. And most of the time I say no, because I don't know about you, but I don't like shopping just to go shop. I don't like to go looking.
Ugh.
If that makes any sense.
The worst.
Because if you don't know what you want to get and you just go look for stuff.
Nope.
I hate it.
That's what the internet's for.
And Amazon's great. You just go, oh, I like that. Ordered, be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But Ashley, she'll just go and look. She'll go, oh, I didn't find anything in that store I liked that jumped out and said I had to buy it. And I'm like, oh my God, I'd rather stab my eyes out. You know what I mean? So I go in, she'll give us a list. I don't know, this is how we do it. Everybody in the family gives a Christmas list of what they want.
Yeah.
And so then we'll go through them and go, I don't want to get them that. I don't want to get them that, but we'll get them these. This is cool. They could use this a lot or whatever. So my wife got all the kids, right? Hayden and Riley, she got them Dysons, the vacuums, the ones that hang on the wall.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? They're like $600 a piece, but they had some big sale going, and they were less than half price. So she was like, they have labs, you know what I mean? So they need that vacuum for dog hair. Oh yeah, old Piper hair. She comes for a minute and she stays for a week. All the hair she leaves. But and Riley, she has Jed and Bo, 2 labs. And it's like double the hair. So Ashley's like, the kids need this so they can clean their couches and their furniture real good and all that. So, and it was a good gift for them. They both were freaked out. They were like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And it came with the little attachments for the animal.
Yeah.
So you can like brush your animal and the hair's just going in the vacuum. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wonder how they like that.
No, Piper hates it. She absolutely hates life when so. But anyway, so we found those but she'll just go and I'm gonna go look see if I can find anything, and I'm like, no, I can't do that because there's so many people And I know everybody's saying, oh, it's Christmas and you're shopping. It's Christmas spirit. No, it's not. People are rude.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
Yep.
I mean, the closer to Christmas you get, the more psychotic people get because they cut you off to get in a parking spot.
It's like the rate of desperation increases.
And I mean, it's miserable, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it. So I go shopping, and I'll get my list, and I'll know where I need to go to get certain things. Hayden will do most of the ordering on the line. He's like, I got Mom this and this and this. She wanted those. I just ordered them on Amazon, so they're already on their way. Okay, you need to go get this and this and this, and here's the stores that sell them. Perfect. And I'll go to that store, I'll find that thing,
right,
and I move on. But I can't just go in and look.
No, yeah.
So anyway,
music stores, I can't even do it in a music store. Like the thing that you like, a music store. That's the thing that I love. I can't.
I used when I was younger, I could do.
I used to
could do that. No, I used to be able to do that at music stores or certain things like that. But now I don't even like going into music stores.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
you don't like listening to
Stairway to Heaven,
Slow Dancing in the Burning Room by John Mayer?
Oh man, no. And with the shopping part of it, and then we had the Helping a Hero event, so that took up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't get home until Wednesday, and for that, and then the next week, last week, we were in Branson. I took my parents to Big Cedar in Branson for 3 days.
Yeah.
And I mean, so this month's been busy, been crazy busy. But the Helping a Hero event was pretty awesome.
That was very cool.
It's different, and it's different every time.
Yeah.
It's so, like I told you when we were on our way, it's so dysfunctional when you get there.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, okay, are we doing? No, yes, okay, we are. Where we don't know yet. Okay,
Play
what I mean?
it by ear.
And then it just comes together and it works.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So and it's all for a great cause. If you don't know what Helping a Hero is, it's helpingahero.org. We build homes for wounded veterans, wounded warriors, and it's pretty neat to meet these people, to just sit and talk, and we'll have Shiloh Harris on when he gets back from Belize or wherever the hell he's at. I don't know where he was. He was somewhere in the jungle. He was sending me pictures, but so we'll have Shiloh on, and I'll get Kenny or JP or somebody. We'll get some other wounded veterans on the show, and they can explain what this program is and how it helps these veterans get back. And some of these veterans have been, needing this for 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah. And we're just now getting to them. And it's sad, and I know there's, what's the Wounded Warrior Project.
Sure.
There's tons of these kind of things, and they're all good.
Yeah.
They all do a good thing, right? But I got involved with Helping a Hero, and like 5-6 years ago. And for the ones that are watching, this eagle right here, this is the Lee Greenwood Patriot Award that I was given for what I do for Helping a Hero, and all that's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So anyway, then that meant a lot to me that they, the veterans actually were like,
I didn't even notice that was there this whole time until you pointed it out.
Yep. That's
it's a big old eagle.
Big old eagle, man. And anyway, so we build homes for these wounded soldiers, and when you meet them and you hear their stories, and it's humbling and it's cool, but sometimes it's like, oh my God, how like when we talk to Shiloh, he's burnt like 80% of his body.
Yeah.
And you look at him and you're just like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not strong enough. You know what I mean? I'm not, and I'll admit it. If I lost both my legs, like JP, he lost both his legs, blew them off.
Yeah. Is he the one that showed us the video?
No. So that guy. I mean,
so let's
awesome.
Let's set the scene here. So
Okay.
we're in like a big Chevy Suburban or something going back from where we played back to the hotel, and this guy was with us who's telling us about when he got his, was it legs or leg?
One leg.
It got his leg blown off, and he's like, "Hey, you want to see a video?"
I got the video of it.
It's like, no.
Oh no, dude! I don't want to see that. And he was like, "Yeah, the guy behind me
Not a chance.
got it on film." And I'm like, I don't know. No. And he's like, it's not bad. You don't see any disgust. It just, you see the explosion and then you don't see me again, you know? And I'm like, oh my, and he showed us and I'm like, son of a bitch. I can't. And then when he tells his story, he's like, and he's in charge and he's calling medevacs and he's telling other battalions and teams where to go.
Yeah.
Still no leg. Got no leg.
Yeah.
From the just above the knee. It's gone.
Yeah.
Leg is gone. And he's laying there communicating with other teams where to go, where the safe spots are.
Yeah. And I wonder if something like that, because I mean, obviously your body's going to be in such shock that you're, you know,
who knows?
Who knows? But, you know, I've heard a lot of guys, and I know it's totally different, but guys who've been stabbed, like, don't really realize they've been stabbed until after the conflict is over with, and they're like, "Oh,
I'm bleeding.
Oh, I got stabbed."
Yeah,
you know, it's like
the adrenaline,
and everything else, you know, is going on. But
I don't know, and it just, but just talking to him, how positive he was about everything.
Yep.
And he was just like, hey, man, whatever. Yeah. I got my leg blown off. Who cares?
Yep.
You know, today's a new day.
Yep.
You know, I don't know. So when you meet these guys and you talk to them and you hear their stories and they make it easy for me anyway. They make it easy for me to talk about it and with them because my very first Helping Hero event, the very first guy I met was Kenny, and he had got shot in the head, so he's blind, right? And he's hilarious, and you know, and they introduced him to me, and he's cracking jokes, and he's, you know, and I'm like, wow. And then I meet JP, and he doesn't have any legs. He's got fake 2 prosthetic legs, and I'm looking at this guy. And he's joking around, and he's, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, all right. And then, you know, he's doing the Lieutenant Dan thing, you know, from Forrest Gump. Like, I got my magic legs, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't want to laugh because people were laughing, and I'm like, it's funny.
Yeah.
When he's talking about it.
Yeah.
And he's making light of that situation.
Sure.
But I didn't want to laugh because I'm like, man, that's terrible. I can't laugh at that. But then he was making it okay for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And every one of them were like that.
Yeah.
All of them. And they joke and I think I think that's also for them too.
Yeah.
You know, because that's
absolutely
heavy. I mean, I couldn't, like I said, I don't know that I could do some of that. But like JP goes around and he goes to the VA, to different VAs, and he goes and he talks to these wounded guys, and he talks to the PTSD guys, and he talks to the new incoming Army, right? You know, he goes to these bases and he's like, look, I don't have my legs, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew what I was signing up for, and I would do it again tomorrow. Knowing that I'm going to lose my legs, I would do it again.
Very cool.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, I you know, I smashed my finger. And I'm like, you know, I think with the world, you know, I mean, I'm done for a day, you know, and with a smashed finger, and these guys have missing limbs. And so it's crazy. But anyway, helpinghero.org, you can go on their website and you can donate money. You can, we're doing the 100 Home Challenge, which Johnny Morse was nice enough to the first 25. He did 25% of the first 100 homes.
Okay,
which is $10 million.
Yeah.
So he was nice enough to give us that. So we're trying to reach 1 million people for $10.
Yeah.
To get the next 100 homes started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we want to get going, and I think we've built 120 or 30 homes in 20 states now. A lot of them are in Texas because Texas has the most veterans than any other state. I think because of the weather, and stuff like that, and plus, Texas is a true, they love their heroes. Man.
Oh yeah.
So it's a good place for veterans to live. But anyway, but we're doing one in Omaha. Ben up in Omaha is getting his home. We're going to do one over in Overland Park, Kansas, I think, and one in Missouri here soon.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good. It's cool, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of it. We give an Ordinary Angel Award for the song Ordinary Angels. I sing that song, and we give an award to somebody in the community that kind of goes above and beyond. And not just for the veterans. This could be, people who go and help schools and help, just people. And it's pretty cool. One was a 17-year-old girl, high school girl from Texas. And she had raised over $150,000 for helping Hero. Having bake sales, garage sales.
That's insane.
Yeah. She's 17. She
for her,
went,
man.
her parents went to an event, Helping Hero event, and she vowed to be a light for the veterans. And it was just, man, it was cool.
Wow. What's her name? You remember?
I don't remember her name. And I'll find out.
Well, whoever you are down in Texas, let's give it up.
Absolutely.
That's pretty awesome.
But anyway, so we do that, and that's, like I said, I've been doing it for going on 6 years now with them, and it's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, we get to do a lot of fun stuff. I met Paula Dean. I hung out with Paula Dean, man.
Oh, that was funny.
I got to tell you, watching her on TV,
Yeah.
she's the same person.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And her husband, Michael, wow. What a great guy. He's quiet, real soft-spoken guy.
Of course.
But he's so good. He's so, man, it was good. He and I sat outside the hotel for about an hour and a half, just sitting there talking. He's smoking a cigar, and we're just sitting there talking. And he still works. It's crazy. He's worked for the same company for 41 years. He's an arbor pilot.
Wow.
So when the big tankers and stuff come in the harbor, he parks them.
Very cool.
He's worked for the same company for 40 plus years.
Old Jimmy Dean.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
No, Michael. And anyway, but it was neat to hang out with her and to kind of get to know him a little bit. It was really cool because they're amazing. They're super, super wonderful people.
I was going to say, she seemed just about as nutty as she is on TV.
Oh my God, loud, her laugh and everything was great. I mean, she is, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And she was the first, Michael was telling me, she was the first in the cancel culture. She was number one in cancel culture. Because she had an employee at one of the restaurants. And I guess they fired her. And then she claimed that they were racist or something. And then so there was this big ordeal.
I was going to say, I feel like I remember something.
And it was all in the news and all that. And Paula she never lied. She didn't want to, she was like, no, I'm going to tell the truth because that's who I am. And they asked her, have you ever said the N-word? And she said, yes, I've said it. I mean, not to her. I wouldn't say it wouldn't call anybody that, but I've said it in my lifetime, I'm sure. Yep. Food Network dropped her immediately.
Yeah.
Walmart, she had almost 40 feet of space in Walmart. 40 feet of shelf in Walmart. And canceled immediately.
Yeah.
Just took it off the shelves. I mean, in one day, her empire collapsed in one day.
And she's bounced back.
No, she's fine. She's
yeah.
not. I mean, at one point she was worth $500 million.
Yeah.
She's gonna be okay, right? She's not starving. But she was the first. Like, she was the first in the cancel culture thing.
Yeah.
You know, she was so, they were so nice. And I told her I cook, and I'm like, I love cooking. And she was like, well, you need to be on my cooking show. So we're gonna go.
That,
yeah, we're going to Savannah and we're gonna do the cooking show with Paula. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. So anyway, so that's kind of, you know, that was on the 12th, 13th, right in there of December.
Yeah.
So that took up that week where we would normally do our podcast.
Yes.
And
I had all intents of, like, I brought my iPad because I was like, man, you know, while we're down here, while we have some downtime, we'll just do like a real quick, you know, just a little something. But nope.
Yeah, we were too busy trying to find a place to eat.
Hey, that what was it, the jelly macaroni and cheese or whatever it was?
No, what was it? The pork belly jam macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, you had that. I didn't have it, but
Yeah,
that's
it
what
was
you
good.
had.
It was good.
So I asked the waitress about the pizza place next door. And I was like, is that pretty good? And she was like, well, let's say they put more emphasis on decorations and the decor than they do their food. Oh. And I was like, oh, that sucks.
Well, we didn't get to hit it up.
No, so anyway, then we did that on Monday. That was a Monday on the 12th, right? The 12th?
Oh God.
Yeah, Monday on the 12th.
Monday's when we got there.
So didn't we do it Monday? Or we did it Tuesday. So we got there Monday. Did it No, we got there Monday and we played Monday night.
Yes.
Did the acoustic thing Monday night. You got to fly home Tuesday. I had the other event on Tuesday night.
Yes. Yeah.
Where the 45th president was at. Well, Donald J. Trump was there with us and at Mar-a-Lago. And that was crazy. Mar-a-Lago is a crazy place.
Yeah.
I mean, Donald lives there, but I mean, you know, he's got his own thing there. But the Secret Service and all that stuff.
Oh, I bet.
Wow.
What a pain.
So we get in, we do the event, and I'm trying to get back to our hotel where we were staying.
Yeah.
I can't find anybody. I can't find anyone to take me to the hotel or anything. I can't find Meredith. I can't find anyone. So finally, I walk out and down the hall in this hallway, and there's guys, you know, Secret Service guys. And they're like, excuse me, sir, you can't come in here. And I'm like, okay.
It's like, don't you see my trophy?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, I said, I'm looking for a person. Do you know if they're in this area? And they're like, yeah, I have no idea. But you can't come in here. If you're not a member, you cannot be in here. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely not a member. And the guy kind of laughed. And here I am, cowboy hat, the whole bit. You know?
Yeah.
And then I see one of the people from Helping a Hero. And I'm like, hey, and they're like, they handed me keys to a car, a rental car. And they were like, just drive the rental car back to the hotel. I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm going. And so anyway, I'm like, okay, fine. So I walk down another hallway and then another Secret Service guy stops me. He's like, sir, you can't come in here. You're not supposed to be over here. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get to a car that's parked in the grass out here somewhere. And he goes, oh, okay. He goes, just walk down these stairs, go around the pool, walk out into the grass, and you'll find it. And I said, okay, cool. I can go down these stairs right here? And he said, yes, go down there. I said, well, I don't want any red dots pointed at my head when I'm walking. Mm-hmm. He started laughing. He goes, there won't be any red dots pointed at you, And I said,
they're
okay.
Blue now.
Oh, they're blue now. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and I said, I'm just and he kind of chuckled. Yeah, he was like, no, you're good. You're good. Okay. So anyway, so I go and I drive myself back, right? And in West Palm Beach, I'm like, I don't know where I'm at. I don't even, I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to. Yeah, it was terrible.
You're so tech savvy, so I'm sure this was just
miserable, dude. I was so mad. And just because you know how when you're like staring at your phone trying to get the turn left in 500 feet, or turn left on such and such a boulevard.
If only there were an app you could have on your phone where you could request a ride.
Yeah.
Whenever you need it.
Yeah. What is that? Uber. Yeah. But they wouldn't let the Uber drivers
Oh,
they wouldn't let
him in.
No.
That's true.
Because it's all walled off, man. It's like Fort Knox. You can't get in. Unless you're a member, you don't get in.
Yeah.
And when we came in, I had to show my ID. And they were like, look through the, okay, yeah, you're on there. Okay, you can come in.
Yeah.
I'm like, geez, man. And I'm just a singer.
I'm just a singer.
Yeah. So anyway, so we do that, and then I go back to the hotel where the front men, which is Larry Stewart from Restless Heart,
Yeah.
Tim Rushlow from Little Texas, and Richie McDonald from Lone Star.
Yep.
They played there too that night. So they're all at the hotel. So we go up to the bar, and Link Detton, the guitar player from them, played with me on the road for a while, and so we're all up there just talking, and I'm just sitting. I'm like, "You're freaking Larry Stewart, dude. You still sing your face off." I'm all geeked out.
Yeah.
and they were really nice to me. They were super cool, and we hung out for an hour and a half or so, and but it was just kind of fun, I mean, talking, sharing stories, those stories that, it was. He has some cool stories about Restless Heart and how things just took off, and it was pretty cool. So I was like a little kid.
Remember when you recorded?
Yeah, I'm like, you remember that one song you did?
Lewis Dies in Texas?
Yeah, remember that?
That was
song?
so cool.
You remember that one? It was so good. Well, I was telling him, I said one time on our bus, we were on the road, and we watched. They were on Larry's Country Diner.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and it's like kind of a broke down acoustic thing.
Yeah,
so good. We had it on the bus. We were playing it in the bus, and I'm just like, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
that's what it's supposed to sound like. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yep.
So we're not even close.
That's when you need to record you a country album.
I know.
So we can get on the Marty Stewart show.
I know. So anyway,
I'd take off a couple of days of work for that.
For the Marty Stewart show.
Shoot, yeah.
Me too. Did you hear how he got the guitar that he plays?
Clarence White's old guitar. Oh, dude.
Is that not a cool story?
His Clarence's wife sold it to him for like $1,500.
$1,500. She was gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
She was just giving it.
He just opened up his checkbook and says, "Write something down.
Write a number down," and I'm okay with it.
Yeah. It's like $1,500. The E string's worth $1,500.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh my God,
dude, that's.
Anyway, so that was a great time. That was a great trip. And then coming out of that, I get home, and I'm going to Branson with my family.
Yeah.
So for a couple days, the week of Christmas, and so it's been kind of a busy month for me, and so now when you guys do your Christmas stuff at home, you do, like, you and your daughter, you guys do that thing, then you go to your folks, or you do it all together?
We just do it all over there.
You just go to your folks and do everything there.
Yeah.
So poor Hayden, I felt bad for him, because we do my mother-in-law on Tuesday night. We do Ashley's side on Tuesday, on Christmas Eve. We do it on Christmas Eve. And then we do my side of the family on Christmas Day, Christmas night.
Yeah.
So Hayden, Christmas Eve, he goes to my mother-in-law's, does that Christmas. They get home. They wake up. Him and Kirsten have Christmas at their house. Yeah. Just the two of them and Piper. They go to her mom's. No, Piper knew her stuff. She knew exactly where her tree, like Hayden's like, no, Dad, she knew that they were hers.
Because it's probably all food stuff.
No, they were toys, and they were wrapped up. And she found them. She's so smart. It's kind of sickening sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then they went to Kirsten's parents. Christmas morning, after they got up, they did theirs.
Yeah.
Went to her parents. They had to come here to do ours.
Yeah.
Then they went to her grandpa's. And then they had to come back.
That's too much.
Come back for my family, my side.
That's too much.
Yeah, 5 Christmases on one day. Hayden's like, I'm done.
Yeah, there's no way.
And I said, well, when you guys start having kids, it'll change. You'll have to cut out
consolidate.
Yeah. And so anyway, but I'm pretty much Christmased out.
Yeah.
Last night was the last kind of Christmassy kind of thing that we did, and it was just a dinner with some friends, and I'm like,
All right.
Christmas is over now.
We need to get on this Thanksgiving song.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking.
It's an untapped market.
Yeah, turkeys, there's just not a lot of rhyme with turkey. So long, you turkey. So long, turkey.
My attorney will be in touch.
I don't even know. When you think about it, turkey and dressing and cranberry sauce and,
Get Eminem on this. He can find a rhyme for turkey.
Oh, absolutely. Jerky. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah. So now, looking forward, New Year, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys playing anywhere on New Year's, or are you home?
Just home.
We used to play all of them. When I was in the Cadillacs, even in the Junkies, we played every New Year's somewhere.
I burned myself out on it too.
I don't want to do it. Yeah. Unless it's a big event, then that's okay.
I like doing it because you can charge more than normal.
And if they have like a hotel room attached to it, you know what I mean? If it's something cool where...
I'll go play at Merle's. I don't care.
Well, that's 10 minutes from the house.
Right.
So, but like, you know what I mean? Like we used to do big ballrooms like downtown at the big Marriott and all these big places. And of course we all had hotel rooms. They'd give us all hotel rooms for the night so we didn't have to go anywhere. That was okay. When we had a place to stay, we didn't have to worry about driving home.
Yeah.
And then you could just party and have fun. And it didn't matter, We used to do it for 94 KFKF. We used to do all their things for years with the Cadillacs. We did them. And in fact, I was telling Richie McDonald the story. We did one with Lone Star. And so Lone Star was going to do their concert, and then we were going to come out and do a dance after them.
So they are opening up for you guys.
Basically.
Yeah.
They were like, absolutely not going to happen. Their management stuff, they're like, no. These guys have a hit with their first single, No News. It just come out. And they were like, they're not opening for a local act. And they're like, it's not an opening act. They're doing a concert. And then the local act's coming out and playing for 4 hours.
Yeah.
If
like, unless you guys want to come out and play for 4 hours.
Then we will go, right? They were like, yeah, we'll do a longer set and let them go first. So
that's common practice up at Knuckleheads.
What's that?
Doing like a
reverse kind of thing.
Like a headliner will come in and play, and then like the band I was playing with will come in and afterwards
do like a
play
big
for like
set
3
dance.
hours.
Yeah. And it's like I mean, it happens obviously when you're in a bar situation and they want to do the concert first, and then people can leave or whatever or hang out, stay and hang out. But for events like that, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, they didn't want to do it, so I was telling Richie that, and he's like, "Man, I don't remember." But that was 1995 or 4. You know, what I mean, it was like, what?
He should remember.
I'm like, dude, what? You don't remember me? but anyway, so New Year's not really a big deal for us. We kind of hang out.
I was trying to drum something up for New Year's Eve, but I waited too long.
But I mean, and I don't even know if you'd get better money now.
Oh yeah.
You still get pretty good money on New Year's?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, triple ask, nothing like that, but it's, it's better than normal.
Right.
I just freaking wrote all over myself with this pen.
I'm like I said, I'm excited for 2023. I think there's some good things coming in 2023. I think the world is. Now I'm gonna eat my words. I guarantee this is gonna bite me.
As long as they taste like Reese's.
Yeah, it's gonna bite me in the ass. I know it, but I think with where the world is, I hope, I pray that our economy keeps righting itself a little bit and we get better. I hope the interest rates go down. I don't think they're going to.
Oh no.
But I hope we see the market shift to accommodate for those high interest rates, if that makes sense. I don't know that it'll happen in a year.
Otherwise, it's gonna be
tough.
I mean, 2009 all over again.
It's gonna be tough. You'll see a lot of things going under.
Yeah.
a lot of businesses, a lot of people losing their homes, and I don't know. I just with the way, I mean, how can you afford to do things? And knock on wood, we've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
And
I mean, realistically, I was pretty fortunate to buy my house when I did. And
you think about that.
Refinanced when it was low.
Think about that.
Yeah.
So think about that now. Let's say less than a year ago, 6 months ago, literally 6 months ago.
Yeah.
You could have bought a $500,000 home for 2.5% interest.
Yeah. Isn't that stupid?
And people could afford a $500,000 home with 2.5% interest. Now those same people are looking at $300,000, $250,000 homes.
Yep.
And they're barely being able to afford them.
Yep.
Because they're 6-7% interest.
Yep.
And it's like, it's mind-boggling. So for the people who got in on the 2.5%, 3%, good for you, but everybody else, man, that's just a tough. I got to buy a new truck. And I'm dreading it. I hate car payments anyway.
Oh,
car payments are the worst.
I know.
Car payments are the
I'm
worst.
still fighting it.
And I don't want to buy it. Mine, I have a 2014.
Yeah.
It has 230,000 miles on it, right? I love my truck. I drive it all the time. I've been fixing it, little thing. Like my heater coil went out. $660, to fix it. So I fixed it.
That's probably less than a month's payment.
Yeah, because it's $1,000 a month for a new truck.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about getting a super duper loaded. I'm not getting my
Ford
truck again.
Bronco.
1985
Dude,
Ford Bronco.
I almost sent you. Some dude was sent out in California. He had an 85 Bronco, original,
pristine looking.
Oh, I was looking at this thing like, oh my god, not a lick of rust on it.
Wow.
It had like what was it? 80,000 original miles on it. 60,000 original miles on it.
Wow.
Or maybe more than that, but they were.
Who cares?
They were asking about $50,000 for it.
50?
And the inside of it looked spotless. Wow. I mean, it was taken care of. They said it's never been driven in the snow, never been driven and never been out mudding, never,
He probably lives in the desert where it doesn't.
California, so probably.
Yeah, probably lives somewhere out in the valley somewhere where it doesn't get like all cold and freezing rain.
That thing, I was like, oh my god, if I had $50,000, I'd sell my white one and go get that one.
Dude,
but even though it was brown, I didn't like that.
Yeah, you can always change the color.
Turd with wheels on it, but
But you know what? So like I've been looking at trucks, and I'm gonna get a 1500. I don't need a diesel anymore or anything like that. So
Chris Stapleton
edition Ram.
Yeah.
No. But I'm gonna get a like a 1500 of some sort, F-150 or Chevy or I don't care. I'm not. I used to be like, I'm a Ford guy. I am a Ford guy. But then then I owned a Chevy. I really liked it, and I'm like, man, it drove better than the Ford did. It was more. It drove more like a car than the Ford did. And then I had what did I have before this one? I had an older Ford that I gave to Hayden, and then I bought my truck. And I'd never owned a Dodge truck before this one, and I absolutely love my truck. I love it. I love everything about the truck. I love the way it looks. I love the way it drives.
Yep.
I just love my truck. And 230,000 miles. It's a common diesel. It's like, I'm sure it's got another 100,000 plus in it.
Sure.
In the motor and everything. But I put new upper ball joints in it this year. I put new front U-joints in it this year. New heater coil this year. So I'm like, man, I'm at like $4,000 in it just this year.
Once your motor goes out, you can drop you an EV in there, and
not gonna happen. I'll never own an electric vehicle. I won't do it. If they're like, listen, you will go to prison if you don't have an electric vehicle.
Oh God, listen.
I'm not gonna own an electric vehicle. Not gonna do it. No.
I will one day. I always wanted to.
I'll get a flying car before I get an electric vehicle.
There was a guy that lived on Hayden Street, straight behind us. He had like this old bullnose Ford pickup, I mean, this thing was beat up.
Right.
CB antennas, both like 9-foot CB antennas off this thing. You know, it's just like, oh my God. But he had a, what do you call it? The side step bed?
The step side?
The step side bed.
Yeah.
He had one of those put on it. And I was like, if that thing was fixed up, that would be pretty cool. And I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, I got my Bronco. It's cool, burns gas like nobody's business.
Right.
But, one thing I'd really like to do is get one of those old trucks like that, drop an electric motor in it, and just...
There's a guy that did that. There's a guy that has like a...
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. They sell the...
Yeah, he has a kit, and that's the guy. He's got like a 72 Chevy truck.
Yeah.
It's electric.
Yep.
And it looks good. I mean, it looks like a brand new 72 Chevy C15 or C10 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, it looks good. And then just goes. Doesn't make any sense.
Crazy?
Yeah. And
you could run somebody down and they'd never hear you coming. Stupid joggers, get out of the road.
I don't know. People think of that. I don't know. That's why I want an electric vehicle. So I
could just run people over.
But I thought, man, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
As a novelty car, if I'm driving on Sunday.
Well, you could go. I mean, there's places you can stop at.
Nope.
Charge up.
No, I just don't. I don't buy it. I don't buy the whole
boomer.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't buy it, man. I don't buy the electrical thing. Anyway, whatever. Tesla's great. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care about electric vehicles. But I just won't buy. I won't have one. But I gotta buy a truck, and I'm just so. I hate the fact that I'm gonna have to finance something.
I know
that it's gonna be 8% interest on a vehicle, and I'm like, even though I have great credit, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter. No, they don't care.
They don't care. They're like, if you want to put half the money down, then we can get you a better. Then we're at 4.5% interest. Oh, gee, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
that's
but anyway,
so stupid.
Yeah. So I'm not looking forward to that at all. And Ashley's like, I know you don't want to do that, and I don't. She's like, I don't want another car payment and this and that. I'm like, I don't either.
Say, Tate, just save up your gig money this summer, and you can go out and buy you a new car.
Yeah, and I don't make enough money to buy a new one. But so I don't know. I thought about getting another motorcycle.
Well,
so in the summer, spring to early fall, I could just ride my bike everywhere. But I'm like, nah,
all the way to Liberal. Do you realize how sore your butt would be?
That'd be miserable. That'd be miserable. I when I had my Ultra Classic, the farthest we run, and this is sad because I was on the road so much then.
Yeah.
And I bought it. They shipped it to Blue Springs Harley at that time. It wasn't Outlaw or whatever it is now. Blue Springs is now.
Yeah.
It was still David had
Rawhide. Rawhide's Olathe, isn't it?
Yeah, Rawhide's Olathe. That's Outlaw or something like Outlaw Harley or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was David still had the shop there. It was still Blue Springs Harley.
Yeah.
So I traded my Softail Deluxe. I had a Softail Deluxe. I traded that one for my Ultra Classic. And I was like, when you get it, I want the orange and black one, and I want this on it. I want a short fairing. I want a quick detached back bag. I want this. Yep. I want a new seat. I want the Street Glide seat. So when I take the back bag off, I can just change the seat. So I don't have this giant seat on it anymore.
Yeah.
But mine had the seat rest. The driver seat had a seat rest. I didn't think I'd like it. Oh man, I loved it. I won't own.
You want some more of it?
Yeah, I won't own another bike without one. Even if it was a Street Glide, I'd get the short one. It just helps, man, because you don't slouch so bad.
Yeah.
Because after you've ridden for any 10, 15 minutes, you just start slumping over.
You ever look at Victories?
I have. I
love Victories.
I tell you what, I would almost rather get like an Indian.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted an Indian Chief. I've always, for whatever reason, that nostalgia. I'm pretty nostalgic. motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
You know, I love the fringy leather bags. I love the fishtail pipes, and
Yeah.
I love that. And the Indian head that lights up on the front fender. That's so cool.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
And so I think I would look into that. Anyway, but whatever. I'm not getting a motorcycle. I don't know, but I've been thinking about it. but
Well, I'll tell you what. If I hit the Powerball, we'll get us some matching Harleys.
So anyway, my story about my bike, we bought it.
We'll say, "Suck it, Lee Greenwood. Here we come."
Suck it, Lee Greenwood. So we Ashley and I, the farthest we rode it was to Nebraska Furniture Mart. That was the longest trip we took on the bike.
I rode to Nashville on mine and back.
I wanted to take a trip. I wanted to go down to like Eureka, and do that ride down there.
Did you ever go to like Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue?
No.
Really?
No.
I went a couple times
Because
I loved it.
Because I was gone.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the road, so I didn't have time. I bought that bike, and in a year and a half, I put 2,000 miles on it.
That's one thing. That is one thing that I really miss about having a bike is going down to like Bikes, Blues. I never went to Sturgis for the rally, but Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, that was...
And Eureka, down in Eureka?
I went, Fayetteville.
Or Fayetteville. Well, I know
That's
there's
where
one
the
in Eureka.
university is. Fayetteville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's one in Eureka Springs, too. And they have the Hog's Breath Trail or whatever they call it. I don't know what, something like
Puppy
that.
Breath?
Yeah, Puppy Breath. And they have it. It's supposed to be a great...
Inside jokes are the best. We will not explain that one.
No, we can't explain that one.
No.
Anyway, so I don't know why I got off on that little motorcycle tangent. But anyway, so the month of December has been really busy. It's been a great month. I had a great... Did you have a good Christmas? I had a great Christmas.
Yeah.
I did. I'm still waiting on my power poles for my boat, but Ashley won't get them for me. And for the last 2 years, I've asked for them.
Power poles.
It's their anchors for your...
Gotcha.
It's for bass fishing and whatnots.
Just get you a cinder block with rope. Come on, man.
So anyway, they're shallow water anchors, but Ashley's like, no, you don't need them. So anyway, whatever. But yeah, I had a great Christmas. Everything, got some really neat stuff, and I don't know. We'll see here. I think, like I said, I'm hoping 2023 is a better year.
You're telling me.
just for like the whole year.
Yeah.
I mean, every year has its ups and downs, but I'm hoping that this one we can maybe see some light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
I think 2022 was such a weird year when you look back. If you look back on just looking back on my year, it had some really cool things that happened and through the year, and it was great. And then it was just kind of, oh man, there were some pretty big lows, and it's like, I just hope it's a little more steady this year as far as the overall year. You know, the 12 months. I hope it kind of is a, like I said, there's going to be peaks, valleys, there's going to be all that, but I'm just hoping that the whole year is just a little bit smoother without those big peaks and valleys and stuff.
Yep.
So we'll see. I don't know.
Heard that.
We will see. We will see.
Yeah.
You have anything you want to? You have anything that was in the news or anything?
Well, no, but y'all caught up on Yellowstone?
Yeah. And 1923.
You mentioned Softail a while ago, and that made me think old Laney Wilson is on.
Yeah. On Yellowstone.
Speaking of Softail, holy moly. Holy moly.
I've seen every TikTok, every Instagram. Lord. It's just people going crazy, and I saw one of her TikToks. She's like, I can't go on any TikTok without seeing a picture of my ass on there and this and that. And I'm like, well, you kind of did it yourself with the pants you wear.
As I'm scrambling for my phone, where at on TikTok?
Which one was
where was this?
A specific TikTok you're talking about?
Holy moly!
Yeah. So, but I mean, whatever it is.
She's like Kardashian level.
Bigger, probably.
Well, Probably, huh?
And cooler.
Yes.
Cool,
yeah,
definitely
she said.
cooler.
Well, I don't know her, but she seems like it.
Yeah, I mean, she got to be cooler than the Kardashians. So,
Yeah.
although Chloe was really nice. Chloe was actually really cool. She was really nice to me. And I met Chris. She was nice. But yeah, Chloe was real cool, actually.
Yeah.
She was pretty down to earth. Like the way she talked to everybody was really just like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You know, kind of normal, you know, not real weird and, and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. But I would figure Lainey would have to be a little cooler than the Kardashians just because she's a country artist.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm caught up with that. Caught up with 1923. I did that last night.
I have not even
Started that.
I haven't.
Well, there's only 2 episodes, but
I haven't gotten into any of the spinoffs. I just can't.
Well, so 1883. I don't know if you watched that.
Nope.
1883 with Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, and stuff like that. It kind of explains how the Duttons started, the Dutton family and Yellowstone and all that.
Yeah.
1923. You skip ahead. That's when you see the Dutton family. You see the Yellowstone as it is today. You see it minus some barns and minus some things,
Sure.
but the main house is the main house and all that. And
That's one Harrison Ford's in that one, right?
yeah, and he's the main guy in that. He does a great job. It's great.
Of course, it's Harrison Ford.
Yeah, there's some big actors in it. It's really good. Actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
We like both the first 2. It's but they're introducing some characters and they're introducing some things in the first 2 episodes that I don't know what. I mean, I'm like, what's this have to do with Yellowstone? What's this have to do with any of this? So it's a little. Right now, it's kind of a little like, for me.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm watching Tulsa King.
how is that?
I love it.
Do you?
I love, just because I love mob movies and stuff like that. So, and Sylvester Stallone, you can't get a better mob guy, right?
Yeah.
Than him. And just the way he is. And it's perfect. He's so perfect for that part. And it's old school. He's like old school mafia guy.
Yeah.
In today.
Yeah.
Which they're like, wait, that's not what we do anymore. And he's like, yeah, well, it is now. You know what I mean? It's so good. But I kind of like it. It's not bad.
Yeah.
So I've been watching that, and it's not bad. So it's better than some of that stuff my wife's been watching. Oh, God, man.
The Hallmark movies.
Oh, my God. I want to stab myself in the face. I leave the room. I'll look down, I'll see the Hallmark thing. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
let me guess, she owns a Christmas tree farm. She's from big city. She moved to the big city. Now she came back. Oh, she fell in love.
Oh, I forgot. Last week's episode of Yellowstone, you see where what's her name farted? I had to rewind it like 3 times.
Everybody has been posting that. Everybody's been reposting that.
Well, I was watching it. She's like, yeah, and then it just goes. I was like, he didn't even flinch.
Yeah.
And I made a TikTok about it.
I know.
I said,
yeah. I saw that when I saw your TikTok about it. I was like, I've seen it 1,000 times. There's so many people like, how did this go? How did they let that go? And I'm like, maybe it really wasn't that.
dude, I mean, what else would it be?
That is not a business. That is self-mutilation.
What else is that? One more.
Self-mutilation.
What else would that be?
I don't know, but I don't know.
Old Jamie, he's
He's just sitting there smiling.
just smiling like an idiot.
Yeah. So anyway, but we're caught up and all that, and like I said, I just can't, like, Ashley and those damn Hallmark movie things. I'm like, oh,
Dude.
I can't do it. It's the same people, same characters.
Yeah.
Just different title,
Just different names.
and then they use different names, but it's the same. It's the same actors.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is that. Whatever, they're making tons of money.
Yeah.
Because that's a big thing. The Hallmark Channel Christmas stuff is huge.
Well, it's like
huge.
turn on country radio. It's all songs about.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh well, whatever. You know, there is a song that I really like. New song. It's Lainey Wilson and Hardy. What is it? It's about like he sees he sees a girl, picks her up. She's been beat up by her boyfriend or whatever, and then he goes and kills him. Wait in the truck. It's called Wait in the Truck.
Oh, I've heard about that.
It's a good song.
Yeah,
it's a real good. I'm not a Hardy guy. I'm not a Hardy fan.
There's a song by Hardy called "Here Lies Country Music."
Yeah,
it's like yikes.
Yeah, I'm not a Hardy fan, but he's a good songwriter. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right, man. Well, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Caught up. Got the month in. Got the whole month wrapped up in one episode, number 55.
Boom.
We're done. Got it. Did it. So hopefully I'll get a hold of Shiloh. Yeah. Hopefully he'll get on this coming week. We'll have him on, and I got some other people I'm reaching out to see if they want to come on and be a part of it. So
I think we may start releasing these on Fridays. I have been hearing a lot of people like, "Where are the podcasts, man?"
That's
what
I know.
That's what I listen to when I'm working out or when I'm working or when I'm driving to work.
Yeah, Hayden, that's what he does. He's like, Dad, I'm all caught up, and what's up? Where they at?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I mean, they're coming. We've been busy.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll get caught back up and get them back out. But like I said, I've got some people on that I want to get on and do all that. But
yeah.
Anyway, all right. All right.
And I forgot to tell you.
Oh yeah.
Coming back from the Florida thing.
Yeah.
I was actually hospitalized.
Oh, you were?
Yes.
Oh, what happened?
It was.
Take two. You can't laugh before. You can't laugh before the joke. You got to tell the joke first.
It was due to a peekaboo accident.
A peekaboo accident?
They put me in the ICU.
Jokes! Dad jokes! Dad jokes! Dad jokes!
What? I tried to. I couldn't hold it together. All right. Until next week.
Until next time. Thanks for tuning in to episode number 55. I'm Tate Stevens, AJ Kronk.
Yes,
as
sir.
always, man. Listen, make sure you leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to hear. We can talk about anything. We will talk about anything. And leave us a 5-star review. And just share the love, man. Spread the word about the podcast. That's all we need. So until next time, episode number 56 coming at ya. See ya.
So long, turkey. So long, turkey.
Ain't this a sweet life?
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Want to ask a question for a future episode? Well, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter with hashtag SweetLifePodcast. And be sure to give us a 5-star rating and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to stay up to date on the latest news and information for the Sweet Life Podcast. And we'll see you next time.